Photo 2. Howdy do. Let's do it. MLB 2 Sunday morning edition. Wake and break. It's a wake and break. It is a wake and break. Alrighty then. Whatnot show later today and Sapphire 5 break. Busy Sunday. And it's the season ending White Lotus tonight. White Lotus. Oh, yes. Let's go. The Dukies went down. How did Duke choke that game last night? Oh, my gosh. They're up 14. Had the game just in hand. Seemed like they were just playing around. They were just playing around with Houston. They had a case of the fuck arounds, and Houston said, fuck around and find out. Holy cow, did they ever. Did they ever? That's wild. I can't believe Houston won. Unreal. Unreal. I got too much shit to rip here. It's in the way. We're going to rip all this stuff later today. 2 o'clock West Coast, 5 o'clock East Coast. We'll be ripping a bunch of stuff. If you want to play in the MLB, if you want me to rip some packs, MLB 2, let's see, 115, 110, 110, half box, 110. If you want me to rip that on Whatnot today. If you want a half box of MLB 2 ripped, 110 for a half box, and I'll do it for Whatnot show today. If anybody wants it, or I'll sell individual packs if anybody wants to buy packs. Empty box. Empty box. Unfortunately, MLB 2 has become a little bit more popular over the last, since the season started. And since Topps didn't come out with a new MLB, it's kind of the only MLB show right now is MLB 2. Because MLB 3 is all but dead because there's just no more boxes. Boxes are running over $500 a piece now with MLB 3. I don't have any left. Carl took them all. Carl said, give me all your boxes. I said, fine, Carl. Carl took them in a high roller board. Hopefully you had some decent luck with those, Carl. But that is it. I have no more MLB 3. Just MLB 2. And no word yet on MLB 4. It looks like it's not coming out this year. It looks like no MLB 4 this year. So we'll run MLB 2 through the summer. No more price increases on MLB 2. It'll remain at $75 spot for this break. If anybody would like to play MLB 2 next week, let me know. I believe we have 1 or 2 open spots for next week. $75 a spot gets you an Artsy Alex card. Artsy Alex. Fartsy Artsy Alex. That's some Ask We Pay for somebody. Hopefully we don't get a lot of these today. We did get the baseball guy. We did get the baseball guy last week. That's always fun pulling that little guy. I think Carl got him. I think Carl got the baseball guy last week. Oh, well, James, you know what happened? I wound up going to I didn't go out for dinner last night. I went and grabbed some takeout. And while I was waiting for the takeout, the Duke game was on. And the takeout took forever. The guy comes back and, sorry it took so long. We're going to give you 10% off. I'm like, wow, thanks. I'll try not to spend that all in one spot. 4B, 71 out of 199. But while I was waiting, I was at the bar, and I had a couple Don Julios. I found Don Julio last night. And so I was watching the Duke game, having a couple Don Julios. And then I got home, and I was like, you know what? I had dinner, and now I'm ready to open that Chrome 7 hobby you wanted me to open, James. I knew it was late for you. You're not quite on the same timeline I was on there. So, but I just thought I'd just see if you were awake, because I was like, screw it. You know what? I could rip a Chrome 7 hobby right now. So I was willing to oblige last night. Don Julio got me in the mood. Mr. Don got me in the right mood. I was like, I'm ready. Let's go. Duke game. Duke game was choke of the century. 100, yeah, if you want to play tonight, we have a Whatnot show tonight. Whatnot's asking me a few questions over here. We have a Whatnot exclusive. Look at that. Finally, a rapper. We haven't had a rapper in a while. Look at that bad boy. Oh, yes. The sweetness of a rapper. The sweetness of a rapper. Vlad Guerrero, number 6. Benny Joe. Benny Joe says, give me that rapper, Scott. All right, you got it, Benny Joe. Benny Joe with the rapper. With the rapper right there. Let's go. So this break is sold out. This is a random assignment break. I run this every Sunday. It is $75 a spot. We randomly assign spots. The Magic Wandering Hand spots we usually give to Carl every week. But this week, we gave it to Stephen Mouth. Stephen Mouth. So that is a giveaway spot. The Wandering Hands is not a sold spot. We only sell 14 spots. But it is random assignment. I go live on Garbage Pail Kids Alive, the real deal, and we assign those. One of the dead, 28 out of 75 on the 7A, and that goes to Zoli, Philadelphia Zoli right there. Phantom GPK on Whatnot. That is Zoli. He's over in Philly right now at the Philly Card Show. Philly Card Show, 7A, 28 out of 75. Let's go. I did. I did need it, James. Yes, this break is every Sunday. It's a wake and break every Sunday morning. It's my precursor to pickleball every Sunday. We will be doing an exclusive Whatnot show. So only on Whatnot. Right now I'm streaming on YouTube, Whatnot, and Garbage Pail Kids Alive, the real deal on Facebook. My home is Garbage Pail Kids Alive, the real deal. That's where I sell all my breaks, all my raffles, all that fun stuff. But I do an exclusive Whatnot show. I don't do anything for YouTube. YouTube doesn't do anything for me, so I don't do anything for them. That's a 1B, and the rest is all gibberish base cards. At the end of the show, we give away all of the base to first place via random draw, and second place gets all the Ask We Pay cards right there, the RT Alex cards. You get all the hits pulled in the break. Now, during the Whatnot exclusive show, it is $110, gets you 4 packs. If you want, and you get all the contents of the packs. $110 gets you 4 packs, and I'll rip open, or you can buy the full box too. Now on Whatnot, it's a little bit more expensive because Whatnot cranked up their fees. They're now charging 13%. I can't believe it. It used to be like 8%. Who gets the 3B? 3B, that goes to Stephen Mouth. So I do have to charge a little bit more through Whatnot if you want to buy through Whatnot. Most people buy through Garbage Pail Kids Alive, the real deal. Now the exclusive, all the other stuff that I run will be through Whatnot, though. And I'll do a giveaway at the end of today's show. At the end of today's show, one winner can walk away with a Sapphire 3 box or a Sapphire 4 box or a Chrome 7 Hobby. And for the last time, I'm going to do an MLB 2 box today. Well, I won't say last time forever, but I got the prices cranked up on me. So I gotta figure that out. MLB 2 went up on me. So yeah, you don't have to buy a half box either. You can just buy packs if you want to. You can do whatever you want to do, or you can buy nothing at all. However you want. It's your life. Ironclad Vlad, that's a 140 out of 250 on the 6A. And that goes to Benny Joe, who's hitting on this spot today. 6 is hitting and clipping. But yeah, I watched the end of the Duke game, and I still can't believe. If I'm not a Duke fan, definitely not a Houston fan either. I'm not a fan of any of the 4, and really could care less. My bracket was busted a long time ago. I took Michigan State. I'm a Duck fan, and they beat the Ducks pretty soundly, so I thought they were good. Turns out I was wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong, and the Ducks got slammed. So I said, okay, I'm going to take Michigan State to win the whole deal, and they weren't that good either. Turns out they weren't. Everyone that I went against had Duke winning the whole shit match. And Duke shit the bed last night. Totally shit the bed. And Cooper Flagg should have easily hit that game-winning shot. If you're the number one draft pick and you're all but a pro, you got to hit that shot. You got to. He had a nice little move, little bump, and then a nice little post and missed it, left it short. I used to go a no-namer on the 7. A no-namer on the 7. We got a fan, Zoli, clicking and clacking with his. There you go, Zoli. 7 and 6 are hitting good today. 7 and 6 in the neighborhood right there. Boom. On the 7, the no-namer. The no-namer goes to Phantom GPK on whatnot. Phantom GPK. Oh, yes. But it looks like it's going to be Florida and Houston. Now it's hard to pick a winner. It was easy before to say it was going to be Duke. That is a 133 out of 199 on the 7A. Wow, is it ever? It's the 7 and 6 show today. 7 and 6. One of the dead on the Lilo and Stitch. And that is Phantom GPK again. We're just going to build a wall of Phantom cards today, right there on the 7. 6 and 7 are hitting nicely. 6 and 7 are hitting nicely. He's on the Magic Wandering Hands and another spot. Houston by 5. Houston by 5. Okay. Let me think about that, James. Let me think about a C card on the 8. Let me think about that. Benny Joe, you got that wrap up there. You got the wrap up. Let me think about Houston by 5 over Florida. Florida just hangs around and hangs around. I guess that's a good game. Houston by 5 is good. I take that. I'm not going to bet it. I typically don't bet college, especially basketball. Oh, I would have laid the farm on Duke last night. Oh man, I would have laid the farm on Duke. And I would have been a little upset that they soiled themselves. Maybe if I would have bet on Duke, they would have won for me. You never know. You never know. It just depends on where the money was. They weren't getting paid enough. Ripping with Frank Drebin. How'd you guys see that? Naked Guns coming out with another one. I don't go to the movies very often, like never. Like when I say not very often, I'd say never is kind of not very often. And I saw Naked Guns coming out. Another Naked Gun. I used to love the Naked Guns. I did. I used to love them. They were some of my favorite, like Airplane and Naked Gun. That's good shit. That's some good comedy right there. Nice beaver. Thank you. I had it stuffed a few days ago. Pencil pushing party right there. Pencil pushing party. Yes, Naked Guns coming out with a new one this summer. Liam Neeson, I think, is the replacing Frank Drebin. He's the son of Frank Drebin. The son. Let's go. Oh, Billy H. Hockey. Brought hockey to the party. I live in Oregon, Billy H., so I did see that. I don't act like I don't see those things. I did see that he's trying to take over, but in Oregon, we don't have hockey, so hockey's not even the hockey almost never comes up in Oregon. We just something we just don't talk about. It's like hockey. What is that a sport? When you don't have it in your state, it's not something that very many people talk about. It's not cold enough here to have ice, even though they have ice in Vegas. But it is colder in Vegas in the winter. It is nipples. Your nipples are hard in Vegas in the winter. I'll tell you right now. Vegas is the desert. It gets cold there. It does get cold, windy. And then all of a sudden, summertime is about 150. Woo, it gets hot there. Cold and hot. Cold and hot. All right, here we go. We got a Alien Acuna. Alien Acuna on that one there. And that's a 1B. Oh, yes. 2 boxes to go. Make sure and tune in tonight. We got a Sapphire 5 break coming up later today. And we've got let's see. What is the line in tomorrow's is it 5? I would think Houston's favored. I would guess Houston by like 3.5, but is it 5? Is the line that big? I don't know. 2C, Mike Trout, C card. I would guess I would go with the favorite. Vegas usually knows. But Vegas was really strong on Duke. They were really strong on Duke, so I don't know. But Vegas usually knows. They usually know a little something, or maybe they don't. Maybe they're just teasing you. Yeah, yeah, almost. I got one state before Canada. I got one state before Canada. If we were a little further north, well, we would have. If I was in Washington, the Seattle area, I would probably be a fan of the Kraken. They added the Kraken, 204 out of 250. In Portland area for sports, used to be the Blazers. Blazers, I get offered almost floor seats now, and part of me is like, well, are we going to the game or are we going to the strip club? That is 204. They're that bad. Well, maybe the strip clubs are that bad too. But yeah, it is 204B, 11B. Blazers are that bad that it's like, even if the game's close at halftime, it's like, let's get out of here. They're just not good. They haven't been good for like 5 years. We don't have football here, so everybody in Oregon is either a Niners fan, a Raiders fan, or a Seahawks fan. Like if you were to, and of course you have your Packers and Steelers and Cowboys, but if you just went around, we're kind of displaced for the NFL. But overall, you're going to find those 3 teams because those are the closest teams. So it's Niners. Well, mind you, Raiders used to be in Oakland. So it's Niners, Raiders, and Sea Chickens. Those are the ones that are my neighbors. Those are the ones that everybody goes with there. But we do have the Portland Timbers. We have the soccer team. I'd probably rather go watch paint dry than watch soccer, but you throw a few beverages in me and I'll do it. 14B, throw a few beverages in and I'll do it. But yeah, we have the Timbers. I think we have a girls soccer team too, the Storm or something, maybe the Geo Storms. Oh my goodness, nothing there, nothing to see but a pencil pushing party, a party in your mouth right there, and it's pencil pushing party on the 1A, on the 1A. We still got a box and a half left to find a banger. So far, Benny Joe has stole the show with the rap, or we can do better. Let's see if we can stick it up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're new. Johnny the Kraken. I like the name though. Seattle Krakens. Um, that is a 9 out of 99. 9 out of 99 Loof balloons. That is 9 out of 99 on the 9B. Hey, we went away from the 6s and the 7s and we went to the 9s. The Kraken, I think, started about 5 years ago. And they're not bad. They're an expansion team, I think, started like 4 or 5 years ago. 9B. And Brian Makarich. Hey, Macarena. Right there on the Mad Max. I'm out of top loaders. Later today, we still have a Sapphire 5 break. We have a Whatnot exclusive show. I'm going to be ripping Sapphire. Well, I'll do Sapphire 2 if you want to rip a Sapphire 2 box. But I have Sapphire 3, 4, and 5 queued up to do today. We got a 3 out of 199. Tom Nader. Boy, 6 is still hitting. 6 is still hitting right here. And that is Benny Joe on the 6 on the Lilo and Stitch. 3 out of 199. 6 and 7 have hit a bunch today. 6 and 7. I think 3 each. These are the hot spots. Last a couple weeks ago, it was Adam Marks hitting big on that Aaron Sludge spot. We almost did a rainbow on that bad boy, all the way to red, all the way to red. But yes, party card. It's a party card. The Whatnot show will have Chrome 1 through 7. I'll sell some stuff. I'll open some stuff. We've got wacky packages to get into today. Some collectors, food fight. It's a food fight. We got some food fight blasters. Look and see. We're gonna do another yellow school bus. Another yellow school bus. I got one left. Let's do it. Let's do it. Some Chrome 3 fatties, Chrome 1 fatties. How about a 135 out of 250 and MLB 2? MLB 2, of course, if anybody wants to do that later today, we will do it. That show will last about 2.5 hours, and then I'll go right into the Sapphire 5 break. And then that'll be a wrap on the weekend at Calvert Cards. Mookie Bats. And for those that watched yesterday, Frosty Angelo ended his losing streak and won the high roller board on the 5. He called his shot on the 5 and took it down. That is a base refractor. O'Neal Armstrong on the 8. We're hovering around the 6, 7, and 8s, it looks like. 6, 7, and 8s. At the end of the show today, we'll do a hit review, and then we'll give away the base and, of course, the party in your mouth cards. This is box number 4. If you want to play in this break next week, I believe there's 1 or 2 open spots. It is $75 a spot, and at the end of the show, you get a chance to win a stack of base and some party cards. Now, if you don't want to join Garbage Pail Kids Alive, the real deal, and you want to buy the spots through Whatnot, you can. You can. I can sell the spots through Whatnot, but add about 13% onto the cost of admission because that's what Whatnot is now charging. They cranked it up. They cranked it up 15. They're getting too big for their britches. 15 on the no-namer. 15 on the no-namer. Right there. Who got the 15? 15 goes to Kenneth Lester on the 15. The no-namer. The no-namer. Yeah, Sapphire 5 is a character. No. Okay, so let me, Billy, the Whatnot show today. What happened here with that pack? They didn't give us anything. There's nothing in the wrapper. They gave us nothing in there. They gave us nothing. They better make it up for us in the next pack. They gave us nothing. Nothing but base in there. Turd burglars. They turd burglared us. Maybe this one has 2 hits. Sometimes that's how it works. Sapphire 5, I will do pack breaks on Whatnot today. Sapphire 5 will have pack breaks. But the character break is sold out, and that will be later today, right after the Whatnot show. Well, they didn't give us an extra one there. Instead, they give us a Magic Wandering Hands. And that's Stephen Mouth with the Magic Wandering Hands right there. Magic Wonder. You never know where his hands are going to wander on the 3A. On the 3A, they're wandering everywhere. All right, we're wondering where that hit went. Why did they steal a hit from us? Dirtbags. Yeah, James, is too high. It's too high. I feel like it should be around 8%. 8% should be fine. Boom. But it is. I've noticed that it's growing in popularity. But man, as a seller, that's tough. That's tough. Brutal. Yeah, eBay. I noticed eBay's been doing live shows too. I'm guessing they charge the same, maybe even 15%. But yeah, eBay, you can do breaks on eBay now, I've noticed. eBay Live. I'm like, what? When did this start? eBay Live business. 15A, Spencer Flight here. Kenneth Lester with the Spencer Flight here. All right, we're down to the last 2 packs. Let's go. Box number 4. Box number 4. Boom. That is 250. 169 out of 250 on the 6A. On the 6A. Oh, and that is going to Benny Joe again. Steven's on the 8. He's on the 8. I always post the breaks up, though, Johnny. If you ever want to go to the featured section, you can see him over there. But Steven is on the 8 as well. On the 8. But yeah, I keep everything in the featured section to make it easy for followers. Make it as easy as possible. All raffles, all break time. All that good stuff I keep in the featured section. Make it easy. 4C. All right. There we go. That is it. They did steal a hit from us. They thieved us a hit. Dirt bags. Dirt bags, dirt bags. They left us one short of a picnic. All right, let's do a hit review right here. Here we go. Here are your hits. This is a C card. Aaron Judge. Ironclad Vlad. Spencer Flydeer. Pencil Pushing Party. Magic Wandering Hands. Dominator. O'Neil Armstrong. Mookie Betts. Pencil Pushing Party. Pencil Pushing Party. Anthony Calamity. Chlamydia Jane. Royal Flush. Mike Trout. Alien Acuna. Holland with Julio. Darryl Hall. John Oates. O'Neil Cruz. Brutus Lewis. Ironclad Vlad. Franco the Fantastic. Artsy Alex. Mookie Betts. Begrudge Judge. And Artsy Alex. It looks like we got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably that's what they shorted us, was a fartsy artsy card. Probably. All right, here we go. All right, we got no namer. 99, 75. That doesn't. One of the Dead, Stitch card. All right, here we go. Here are your upper hits. Out of 99, Mad Max. And the 9, that goes to Brian Mock. One of the Dead, the 7 hit good today. That was Phantom Zolik, GPK. That's Phantom GPK. 15, Kenneth strikes a no-namer. 7, that is Phantom right there, strikes a no-namer. And the best hit of the break right there goes to Benny Joe with the wrapper card. With the wrapper. All right, good morning, everybody. Let's see, let's give away the base. Hey, somebody sent me something really nice. You guys know who this guy is. Anthony Plyer, 420 Collectibles. He sent me something cool in the mail. Big shout out to him. He is on Whatnot. Give him a follow on Whatnot. He's doing MLB2 and some other fun stuff. He's been around on Whatnot. He's an OG on Whatnot. Make sure and give him a follow if you're not already following him. Plyer, 420. That would be Anthony Plyer. Good dude. Good dude. Right there. He's got his own little sticker. I don't even have my own little sticker like that. Look at that sticker. Badass. Badass. All right, here we go. Here we go. Yes. All right. Let's bring this into play. All right, I use random.org. I've used random.org for a long time, for a long while. I pay for this service. It costs me $25 a month, and they do the randomizing for me. They do. All right, we're going to bring Facebook in. Whatnot can watch from afar. All right, this is top 2 get MLB2 goodies. Kenneth up top, and down below is Brian Mock. Boom. Rolling 2 die. And randomizing 7 times around the world. Good luck, everybody. That would be Ron Phillips. Ron Phillips. We can't shake Ron Phantom says shake Ron Phillips. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. Ron Phillips is back again. Look who's back. Tell a friend. Stephen Mouth with 1 spin to go. One more time around. And the winner and the champion goes to Carl and Brian Mock. Carl takes down the base on the 13. And Brian Mock gets a handful of Ass Weepe. There you go. Those are the winners of today's randomizer. Congratulations. I'm going to go back to bed or have a cup of coffee. I haven't decided yet. But I need to clean up this break. I'll be back ready to rip Whatnot, all this stuff right here. All this goodies. all these goodies will be ripped at 5 o'clock East Coast. How about 2 o'clock on the West Coast? And that would be 3 o'clock Carl time. Carl time would be 3 o'clock, I think, anyway. All right, guys, have a good rest of your Sunday if I don't see you. And it looks like Houston's going to win the national championship based on the consensus. I would lean towards probably Houston, but I think it's going to be a nail biter. I think it's whoever's going to choke last. Whoever is going to choke last. Last time it was Duke choking. All right, guys, see you soon on the boards.